Off mute. I think we're set up now. Curse Fang toughen skin. What's a Curse Fang's toughen skin do? Ashes Codex. What was Cursed Fang? Whoop. Cursed Fang's toughen skin. Oh, Pilgrim commenting. Now, did I need this? You'll bring up this bad boy. Done. Dog spawns next to the bridge, ruins. He will drop the toughened skin on almost every death. If the loot rolls droppings, he will not drop the hide. But what do we need it for? Can be sold, tradable. Drop by. I used in recipes. Here we go. Ah. So then you can make the pauldrons. Oh, you're kidding. All right. So based on the skin that he drops, he needs leather working. That is apprentice and so we could necessarily farm these pauldrons if we wanted to. It's only dropped by Curse Fang, which is there. Now, where do these pauldrons sit from a level perspective? Let's go uncommon. Skinwalker pauldrons. They give you physical attack speed rating. So it's okay. 4 to 6 strength. Let's bump it up again to see if we can get a rare. Additive weapon necrotic damage. I still don't know what this necrotic damage is, to be honest. Let me drag this bad boy out of the way. So necrotic damage. Bonus necrotic damage added to weapon attacks. So I think uncommon. Uncommon is not unattainable. But, or do you need the recipe? So you get the toughened skin, you get the 10 wolf hide, which is tanning, apprentice tanning as well. So you need apprentice tanning, you need leather working, and then you can make the Shadow Wolf pauldrons. But how do they sit? How do they sit compared to other pauldrons? Maybe we'll do it this way. So if we go, it's in a database. Shoulders. Because that's what these are, aren't they? Shoulders? Yeah, shoulders. So from a level 10 perspective, level 10. Ashens are still better. Hey, Amber. My fighter doesn't even have shoulders. My level 5 tank got them. Yeah, that's a surprising thing. There's a lot of things you don't get. And welcome in. Welcome in. Late start. I haven't been on for the last 3 days. I've been busy. Catching up on sleep. But we're in now. And the other one is Path of Exile tomorrow morning. Hey, Retro Spec. Can you only play Ashes of the weekend or can you play every day? No, so we're playing right now. So we're just fighting our way through the church. No, I'm joking. It's only weekends. So that won't open till 24, 12, maybe another 36 hours, roughly. Roughly. Actually, I can put a timer up. Let me put a timer up so we know exactly when it's popping. What is it? Stream. And we also have the update. What is it? Yeah, let me get this. X. Where is it? Ashes of Corruption. Ashes of Creation. Is it this weekend, the live stream? No, it's next weekend. Next weekend. The live stream is next weekend, 27th, 11 a.m. Pacific. Wednesday the 27th. They're going to do a live stream for phase two. So that's coming. That is literally a month, less than a month away. 20th of December. So I'm excited for that. 100% excited for that. I can't wait. Where was I looking? I just want to double check if there's any updates on patch notes. Oh, here we go. Here's something interesting. Hey, fill my pipe. Response from Intrepid regarding exploiters will be posted tomorrow. I've dealt with the dupers. We'll be posting about it tomorrow. Today regarding the exploits, no action will be taken against those who find dupes, but they understand there's a difference between finding, testing, and exploiting. Very good. To be honest, I didn't know about the duping. So that'll be interesting. What day is it today? It's the 21st. No, so no new patch notes. No new patch notes. But where was I? What was I doing? Can you still only play weekends with phase 2? No, for phase 2, it will open. Let me just bring that one up, actually. I'll just show you Ashes of Creation. So it's going to be open for 5+ days. What's this? Is Ashes of Creation going to 5.5 Unreal? No, it didn't say. Sorry, I got distracted. Got distracted with 5.5. People were duping a lot. Screenshots going around, hundreds of legendary droppings and such. Oh, that's disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. What do they think they were doing? Ruining the game. That's what they're doing. But hey, I'm glad it's getting found now. That's what we want. And that's the whole idea. That is the idea. Find it now. Problem solved. So, phase 2. Where are we? Phase 2. I know we're down here somewhere. Here we go. So, phase 2, 20th of December. The game, what's going so slow? Phase 2, 20th of December. It'll be opened up 5+ days. So, there's a chance that for the first 2 weeks, being Christmas time, might be open up for 2 weeks. I found Asmongold's experience funny, but they have fixed it now. Yes. But it doesn't mean they can't follow him. And wait till he gets a few levels or gets out of the area. So he can still get attacked. There is a chance. There's always a chance. But phase 2. I can hear myself. What's that? There we go. Phase 2. We get Sandsquall Desert expanded and the Vanguard Tropics expanded. I haven't even touched those areas. We'll go to the Codex. I was comparing those Poldrons. I just wanted to double check something, but we'll go to the map. Open up another tab. Oh, no, we'll open that back up. We're going to hide all of that. We're going to hide all, then just open up the nodes. So the Sandsquall Deserts, I haven't even touched yet. I don't even think I've been in this. To get there, you have to go. To be honest, yeah, I've run past. I've never run through. So I don't think I want to just yet, but we will. But they're opening up. Oh, hey, it's working. So Ashes Codex, if you go to their website now, tooltip right at the top. Fireplay 1, 2, 3. Hey, how good is that? How good is that? That's exciting. That's very exciting. So we haven't gone to Sandsquall Deserts. And then Vanguard Tropics expanded. So where are the Vanguard Tropics? So I do need to bring up the Ashes of Creation map. Can I get that one from the wiki? Not the Codex. This one. This is definitely the better one for seeing the whole entire region. But use the Codex to zoom in. So does it tell you where the Vanguard Tropics are? Because I'm not sure. I assume it's down here further, but I'm not 100% sure. It looks like this has to be just there. So they're going to expand that zone, that area. I assume they're level 25 areas. And I'm assuming we're going to get this for 2 weeks. 2 weeks before they go to the 5 days, depending on stability and how the game performs. We get 2 new unique node layouts, so 4 levels. So currently when we get to level 3 on a node, we can get node sieges, vassalship, node death. Ooh, that'll be interesting. What does a node death look like? Additional mayor commissions, relics. I say, oh, that's going to be exciting. Freeholds, additional service buildings, the economic election type. So that's good. We can do the economic election type. So you sort of you need to band together to get I think the economic one was they were blind bids by memory. Let me double check. Was it election, ashes of creation. Node election types. I'm pretty sure that's blind. Two-handed axes. That's going to be nice. What's freehold, lads? I'll show you in a second. Freehold is definitely a really good system. Fill my pipe. I'll show you that in a second. So just to confirm, because I just want why I'm currently on the where is economic? Here we go. Economic. Elected via blind bid auction where the citizen bidding the most money wins. This is a gold sink. The developers are in favour of public accounting of campaign funds and contributors for mayor candidates. So this one, it's good that they're adding it in. It is an interesting one. It's definitely going to be an easy one for larger guilds to put money together to get their guild leader in to become a mayor of a node. I'm going to assume at this point in time, because if the economics coming in, I think there's what's going on here? It should show up. Oh, is it only showing up in game? Which one's which? Ah, damn. It's not telling me which election types they are. I can't remember which one. Oh, no, there it is. That's an economic node. And Miralith is a scientific node. Divine, that's a martial, scientific. So there's one economic node. So I'm going to assume it's only that one node. This one node that's going to pop up that you can bid for. Not me backseating though. Whispers in the background. Not me backseating through whispers in the background. So what did I say, Amber Lord? I'm confused now. So yeah, new Ayla, definitely going to be a economic election type. But so I don't know if I'm necessarily going to want to push for that. I just feel like, and that's one thing I'm not sure, is if everyone bids, does everyone lose their money? Or is it only the person that loses the money is the mayor? So if it's just the mayor, okay, it's not too bad. But then you could really be outbidding other people. It would be absolutely crazy how much gold someone's willing to sink to become become a mayor. And what I think for me is, what is the benefit? So I would like to be a mayor and give it a go, but what are the main benefits of becoming a mayor compared to not becoming a mayor? So economic doesn't necessarily sit for me, but we'll give it a go. We'll have a look at it. But you want to know about the freehold system, which is coming. Oh, Amber, not me backseating through whispers in the background. Oh, you're reading the whispers down here, are you? I think I get you now. Were there whispers popping up? And one of them you. So freehold is a type of unknown item in Ashes of Creation. So freeholds are sizable player housing plots, can be situated in baronies with a zone of influence of a village, stage 3 or higher node, including the zone of influence or any of its vassal nodes. So vassal nodes could be the nodes next to it. Freehold estates may be purchased from other players or can be obtained via deeds from completing a quest and winning an auction. Freehold ownership, whether purchased from players or via a freehold auction, requires the purchasers to have completed a freehold quest, which has a level requirement of 50. So I'm assuming if this is the case, they'll have the level requirement of level 25. Hey, Westy. Here you go, buddy. So as you can see, there's a bit of work in it. So we sort of want people to get involved in this. The seller decides if their freehold should be auctioned or sold directly to other players. How do you obtain it if it's not up for grabs in the first place? Well, I'm assuming the taxes from the node go to the mayor. Mayor's Guild also gives the right to the node that to what the leading guild desires. Also, yeah, Twitch name is different because of my WoW days, but this is yeah. I wasn't going to give it away. But the hard part is you can't. It's so hard to get you a Twitch name that you want. For example, I don't want Fireplay123. I just want Fireplay, but I'll now forever be known as Fireplay123. It's a killer. It hurts me on the inside. If you've got some slight form of OCD, it definitely hurts. So some freehold auctions will require node type specific bound currencies. Others will auction for gold. This is intended to cater to players with different play styles who are progressing through alternate systems. So we'll see how for phase 2 how the freeholds will be purchased, whether it's gold or node currency. Because sometimes I don't mind the node currency actually can be quite easy. There was one commission that I was doing where it was fish and wood, and if you've done, I don't know, it just looks funny, Westy. Underscore is definitely available. It just looks funny to me. And then if anyone's ever trying to search it, sometimes they miss the underscore, sometimes they do. Is it an underscore? Is it the other fucking symbol? So we'll see how we go with those freeholds. So it'll be interesting to see how they get put into the game. The idea is that we're reserving freeholds for up to the top 10% of levelers. We're reserving freeholds for the top 10% across the multiple different play paths that exist within the game, and this spreads out to ownership across different players. Freehold ownership is limited to 1 per account. Now, so housing takes several forms in the world of Era. However, freeholds are the highest tier of player housing available. Acquiring a freehold is a major accomplishment, and it will take a large amount of effort and strategy to get a freehold of your own. Since there's a limited amount of space available to place freeholds in each node's region, these are symbols of prestige for those who are able to acquire and maintain their freeholds. Wow, that's pretty good. The footprint of a freehold does not change in node progression. Previously, it was stated that freeholds were half an acre. The developers are expecting the number of freehold plots on each server realm to be in the low thousands depending on world state. Have you seen Narc's recent video? Was he talking about freeholds? I was listening. What was he? In regard to, what was I listening to this morning? He was on a scorpion. He was fighting a scorpion. The siege. There was a siege, and then they end up getting the cookhouse. Is that one, Westy? It's hard to keep up these days, but it does look like it's a goal for us to get a freehold. And we don't get this tomorrow. We get this on the 20th. It should be coming out on the 20th. That's the video. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, sweet. The one that for me, so if we go back to this one, so we've got the two new unique node layouts. So we'll get them to level 4. The sieges, the vassal ships, and node deaths. I want to see a node death. What does a node death look like, and what does that mean? Because I was under the assumption, and this is the question I've been asking, is what happens if you get a mayor into power and they absolutely screw over the town? They just run out of money. Do they die that way? Do people have to fund it again? Do people just leave the node and it just crumbles and you got to start it again from the ground up? That would be interesting. Then the relics. Actually, what are relics again? So what are we going to get in a relic? So either way, we definitely want a freehold. that's definitely something that a lot of people are going to be chasing. People are going to forget about being a mayor because they're going to want a freehold. Relics are discoverable items that provide bonuses and benefits to nodes and their citizens. I don't know if you noticed, but there's already benefits getting popped off already. There are different types of rarities in relics. Some may be automatically granted to nodes upon discovery. Others may require transportation back to the node as cargo. That'll be interesting as well. Some exclusive relics may need to be fought over or stolen. Previously, it was stated that the relics automatically manifested in the node's reliquary. I can't even say that word. When specific conditions are met by that node. For example, it may require a certain number of citizens to accomplish a particular achievement a number of times before the relic is granted to that node. So one thing I haven't noticed, I don't know, I wasn't on as much this weekend because I was working on the house. And then being Australian, I probably play at a different time zone compared to the majority of the other people. But one thing I didn't notice, I didn't see a lot of push in regards to nodes saying, hey guys, we need this. Can we go get, wood, copper, whatever was required. So you saw the messages when you went to do the commission, but I didn't see it meant a lot of push to say, look, guys, we need this node to be increased first because everyone wants leatherworking, for example. So I didn't see a lot of that. So it'll be interesting when this pops up in regard to the relic. If we get a relic, can we get the node to band together? Because one thing I think a lot of people need to adapt to now is a lot of people still sticking to their guilds. So here's your guild, and wherever your guild is, they're going to that node. And that's how they're roughly working. But working in that way is fine, but once you start pushing through the game and actually playing the mechanics of the game, your guild's probably going to miss out because you don't have any guild members that are citizens of nodes that have those benefits. So, for example, I'm currently a member, a citizen of Joeva, and some of my buffs that I'm currently getting now, I guess with the buffs across, are farming and logging, and I think they're building a farm, I think it was. But at the same time, if I'm not interested in the farming side of things and that type of work, maybe I'm definitely the wrong citizen. So if my whole guild's there, I'm better off going to find that area that I'm going to get those benefits from to level up my crafting. So it's definitely we had a 2% strength buff on Sunday. Oh, for Joeva? 2% strength buff is pretty good. Because if we're going to farm, for example, if we're going to go farm an area, really? I didn't see that. I didn't see that one pop up. So if we're going to go farm, where was it? Let me just bring this up. Filters, POIs. So if you're going to go farm in Joeva and you're going to go farm Darragul Estates or the church, I think Hall Adjudication, you'd want to do that because there's a buff. So I think that's an important thing, and I don't know if the game definitely doesn't have it yet, but knowing what buffs are available in what nodes. So, for example, I was doing Cephalian, or people calling this Remnants. Some people calling it Cephalian or Ceph. I noticed that happened on the weekend where people were getting confused. But yeah, the buffs, they had a 2% increase damage on gremlins. Now, I don't know why they had that buff in Uela. Unless someone here can tell me why they had that buff. But I only found, because I'm not getting gremlins as Cephalian. I don't know why you'd have a 2% buff on gremlins. I know there was some on the outskirts and whatnot, but it wasn't a major focus priority for me to kill gremlins in that area. But yeah, I guess they're the things. So they're the things you need to take into consideration when becoming a citizen of those nodes. You can probably spot it in your buffs in the background. Granted, you can't. Yeah, I know. Yeah, because we had the bag. No, that was the gremlin one because I was in Cephalian. Remnants of Cephalian. I think that's what that bag was. But, so, when it comes to updates, what were we looking at? We were looking at relics. Now, let me finish off relics. So, question and answer. So, someone's asked Stephen this question. I'm curious to know if the intended mechanics or design for relics have changed during development. When Stephen picked up the relic, was it automatically put into the node's reliquary, Or is this something the player does when they return to the node? And Stephen's answer, I always struggle when I read Stephen's answers. He's got a high vocabulary and the way he talks is slightly different. So I'll read it the best of my ability. Hey, Keck. Is it because of farms XP there's level 14 is insane? So is it because of farms the XP there at level 14 is insane? Oh yeah, so in regard to which part, Keck? Where I'm currently farming is pretty good. Oh, no. So yeah, no, these are gremlins. Oh, of the farms. No. So the farm is in Joeva. The farm is in do you mean Darragul Estates farm? Because if you're talking about that one, that's in Joeva. It was New Ayla that had the 2% gremlin buff. But where are we? Relics. So Stephen said, they're talking about the firebrand egg, if that's what they're referencing. Oh, that's right, because Stephen, when they fought Firebrand, he picked up the egg. So the relic system is still having some outstanding feature work that is necessary, and there are different types of relics that can be acquired. Generally, the way the relics will be surfaced is through our cargo system, which means that you'll be required to either have a mule or a caravan, or later down the road, depending on the size of the relic, perhaps a merchant ship that can facilitate the dimensions of the relic. And it does conform to the spatial grid confinements of the cargo space in the caravan or other cargo hold that you'll then have to bring back to the node. You can be interrupted through PvP with the transition of if you want. There might also be some relics upon completion of the quest or completion of the task. You just automatically get granted to the node. It depends on what your purpose of the relic is. There's a lot of common relics out there, and there's a lot of exclusive relics that need to be fought over or potentially stolen or pursued if a node acquires it. Interesting. I wonder if just say if a node acquires a relic, do you have to declare war on them to get that relic? Oh, I see they look so similar to the map. No, you're good. Here's another one. If a found relic is not automatically sent to the reliquary, are there any benefits provided to the carrier while it is in its possession? No, the relic isn't meant to be kept hoarded by an individual. It's a hot potato. You want to get this thing back to a safe space. Until you do, you're in jeopardy. That's interesting. So it is a hot potato, so you can move it around. Relics can be awarded for accomplishments that span many different progression paths. So the number of citizens achieving advanced stages of RTG and classes. So the relics are pretty good. So they're coming. It'll be interesting to see how many are coming. I think the buff is rewarded from slaying gremlins, but the strength is for everything. Check the wording I send pick in Discord. Where's Discord? I've lost Discord. Node Citizens Goblin Slaying bonus. 3% strength. Interesting. Yeah, it would be interesting to see how that works exactly. I'm not sure myself after reading it the second time. Is anyone playing WoW on the weekend, by the way? I'm pretty torn because if no one knows, World of Warcraft Classic is resetting and it's starting at 9 a.m. Saturday morning for me. It's like I'd really, really like to play it, but at the same time, Ashes and Creation. It's like I'd prefer to play Ashes and Creation, but at the same time, yeah, hardcore's resetting as well. So here's my issue. I got Ashes of Creation. Starts at 5 a.m. for me. WoW starts at 9 a.m. I can't play both. It's not going to happen. But it could be a midweek game, but you never like to miss day one if you're going to start something. But it literally, and then Path of Exile is coming on the 6th. We've got I don't play hardcore. I'm too much of a Girl Scout for that one. And then Path of Exile has tomorrow morning. Isn't it 8 a.m. Friday? Are you in Queensland, Westy? I got 9 a.m. Saturday, I thought it was. I could be wrong. Yeah, definitely doing Ashes of Creation. Ashes of Creation. I just don't want to miss day one, you know? I hate missing day one of things. Hardcore for the off days of AS. Yeah, Triple Killer. But not hardcore for me. If it's the 21st in America, it's the 22nd for us. Oh, is it tomorrow? Am I wrong? Where's BattleNet? Where's BattleNet? I don't know. I can't play it. I want to play it, but I shouldn't. I just don't have the time to do both. You know what I mean? I'll get stuck in. I'll get sucked in, and then that'll be the end of me. You know how it goes. It literally just draws you in, and then that's the end. That's life gone. Unless I win the lotto tomorrow, that might be another story. But we'll see. We'll get that up and running. I'll move this out of the way for a second. But tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., if you're in Sydney, you got to get on Twitch. So Path of Exile 2, they're doing a stream tomorrow. And if you watch 90 minutes of their demonstration tomorrow, you end up getting a Twitch drop for Path of Exile 2. So if you are playing Path of Exile 2, make sure, go to their website now. Make sure your Twitch is linked to their bits and pieces. Maybe he's logging in. And then you can get their Twitch drops for that. So I'm just bringing up. You see, there's too many bloody games. Where is WoW? WoW Classic. See if there's a countdown timer on their page. Arriving WoW Classic beginning 21st of November. Oh, you might be right. Might be 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. I think you're right too. Oh, yep. You're 100% right. 21st November, 10 p.m. GMT. Damn. Where did Twitch go? I lost you. For hardcore is 4 p.m. American time, I think. Yeah. You're an hour behind. For Australia, I'm thinking WoW here and there. Then AOC between. Yeah, I think I might have to do it. I might have to try it. I think we'll see how see how we go. We'll see how we go. But it's going to be a disaster. It's going to be an absolute. Oh, I need to win the lotto tomorrow so we can do it. Would you do hardcore or just normal? I'm just going to do normal. I hate hardcore. I couldn't do hardcore. I just play hardcore, do it. Everyone's going on hardcore. The problem is I'll die too many times. I 100% would die way too many times. I guess, but at the same time, if I do it, then if I died, it means I'm not going back. You know what I mean? I would not go back. 100% would not go back if I died. If I got to level 20 and died, I wouldn't do it again. But at the same time, I haven't done it before. So, look, we'll see how we go. I'll reach out to a few people and see if that, but yeah, I'm not sure. But either way, we're not talking about WoW. Even though I want to play WoW, we're talking Ashes of Creation. It's good content, play hardcore when you die, go back to AOC. Yeah, it's not a bad idea, Keck. I think you might be right. No, we'll see how we go. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. I'll probably download it before I go to bed. Maybe I'll start. Yeah, I want to download it now. It might slow down the stream a little bit. But yeah, we'll update that. The other one, yeah, like I said, Path of Exile 2. Make sure you get on the stream tomorrow for the 6th. So, where were we? Ashes of Creation. We died here. I bloody kept dying. This stupid bloody kept pulling aggro here. I live in Thailand. No good WoW server pink. Really? Didn't know that it was that bad. I thought they had it everywhere. No, all good. The other one is, so we've got the relics, the freeholds, additional service buildings, economic election types. What are the vassal? Like I know the vassal nodes, but what are the vassal ships? Vassal ships. Did I spell that wrong? So it does say this one. I don't think they've got it documented. The vassal ships. They've redirected me to the vassal nodes from the vassal ship. Interesting. Unless I spelled it, because I did spell it, had it with a space. Vassal ship. No, straight back to the vassal node. So that's the one where the node that gets the highest level and the adjacent ones get blocked. Is that how that works? Bachu, not yet, my friend, not yet. We've still got a little while to wait before Ashes are back. Also, hardcore death clips get hella views. You're making me farm the views. But we'll see how we go. I think we'll try. So the vassal stage 3 or higher nodes enslave nearby nodes, converting them into vassal nodes. So from Stephen's words, I'll highlight it here on the right. The vassal mode structure tells you what it looks like for a sovereign at a level 6 metropolis stage, and what it can control at the maximum vassal network is 2 level 5 nodes, or which a level 5 node can control 1 level 4 and 1 level 3 as direct vassals. And then the 4 can control a 3, and every 3 can control a 1 or 2. Now, if 3 gets removed through siege, the 1 of the 2 is removed as well. So that's an important distinction between 3 vassals, which technically isn't really a vassal relationship because there's no citizenship possible. Those vassals don't exist between 3 and X, but those do exist between 4 and 3. But they do exist between 4 and 3, 5 and 4, and 6 and 5. And what this also allows is that because there are 85 nodes that are within the world, we have a buffer zone of about 20 nodes that lives in a max server state. So if you had a maximum of 5 metropolises form in a world, you have a number of about 20 nodes that can be live alongside the metropolis networks. And when or if a metropolis fails or falls, that extra cushion of nodes around the 5 metropolis structures allows for the map to be districted in a way that is unique. It doesn't mean that one of the 5 is just going to pick up where they last 6 left off and form the same exact metropolis structure. From a territory perspective, it is ancillary nodes to play with and expanded towards the redistricts the map, so that if a metropolis falls, there's a significant difference in the layout of the world and the layout of these. It's very interesting how this works. I've looked at this a few times. It's very interesting. Wait, does this mean if 6 falls to a siege, the whole node alliance structure falls? It seems like, look, I don't want to say yes, but it seems like it. And when you look into the vassal system, like I've seen a lot of breakdown on this, but because so a 6 limits. So once there's a 6, what I've read, it caps. Oh, here we go. Remain capped at least 1 node siege below their regent node. So any nodes that attach to the level 6 are now capped and can't get to level 6. They're capped at max level, whatever that is. And then again, that then flows down. So there are going to be some major areas that people will populate. But to that point, does a node have to attack another node? I don't know. We'll figure this part out. I'm sure this is going to come in time. And I'm not going to sit here and try to pretend to make sense of it because things could change a lot within that system, I reckon. So now we've got the 2 races, the Denier and the Veyloon. So I think they're two races that I think a lot of people are actually looking forward to. And just to give you an idea of who they are, Ashes of Creation. Not map. Get out of it. Races. So the Denier. So the Denier hardy and resilient, value craftsmanship and reliability, thriving in treacherous terrains and unmatched dedication. So they're dwarves, aren't they? I'm pretty sure they're dwarfs. She doesn't look very dwarfy, but I'm pretty sure she's a dwarf. Yeah, dwarfs. There we go. Dunzenkel dwarves. So they're definitely dwarfs. And then they've got the Veyloon. The Veyloon are now here. The Veyloon are... Yeah, this was a Veyloon. Another human race. The Veyloon. So the Veyloon trace their origin to the Sandsquall Desert, where they relied on bravery, curiosity, cunning, and charisma to survive. To this day, they own their skills to ensure no opportunity passes them by. So another human race. on top of what we've already got, and then the Denier. So I think there's going to be a lot of Denier running around on the 20th. Big nosed dwarves. Hey, Valakoy, how you going, buddy? Are you going to have a crack at the road class on 20? So the road class isn't coming out on the 20th. They're holding that back, Pumpkin. They're holding that back. They're not ready yet. Not exactly sure when it's coming, but it is coming in phase 2. So we've got the Veiloon and Denier, and then we've got the archetypes. So 20 abilities, 20 passives, and 30 plus skill nodes per archetype tree, stealth system, rogue. So that's all in brackets. So I'm pretty sure these abilities, when it says archetypes coming in phase 2, I'm pretty confident to say these aren't coming for any of our current classes. I think these are just abilities for the rogue that are coming in. So when the rogue comes, it seems like there's a fair bit to add. Then we've got our 4 weapons. So the dual wield daggers. It'll be interesting to know what stats are going to come on which weapons. Which ones are coming with strength, which ones are coming with accuracy and all those bits and pieces. It's good that they're getting more, they got 2 hands in it. They got more melee. But at the same time, I think some range. I think the ranger could do with more weapons themselves. But yeah, 2-hand spear, 2-hand mace. I think the dual wield daggers would also go well on the ranger. But we'll see what they come out with. And we need more spells for the mage. I'm sure they're coming, Keck. I'm sure they're coming. How do you feel about not having racial features like the Denier say artisans, but Steven said no racial abilities or passive? Did he say that? I wasn't aware that there was going to be no racial features. You sure? Fist claw weapons. People love the fist claw. So you're saying surely each race will have its own features. Has to be. You can't have races without their own small abilities. So you're saying there's nothing triple killer? Could have swore he said it in Steven's interview with Thought. Really? I don't know. I just feel like when you create this one, when you create the races, like for example, intensive duty, hampered ability, negation, secret, diplomatic solutions. I'm just reading because a lot of them say that they're better in one or another thing. So like Kayla, heritage, duty, order. So the humans, like that, for example, the Denier, the Artisan. Artisan is the name. So you seem like they must have, they will have some ability in Artisan's skill set. Exploration, maybe some harvesting and hunting. Strength and honor, loyalty. So there's some military stuff there. The Vec, potentially some mages, clerics. So Vec are often devoted clerics and mages. So if you're a Vec and you're in the divine node and you're a cleric, for example, you think they might have some buff. Yeah, racial passive is an RPG MMO standard. I would give this race Kayla 20% stamina and longsword. Hey, actually, how you going, buddy? How do you feel about the tank taking the biggest penalties since they are the first to die in group content? Taking the biggest penalties? Which penalties are you thinking of? Talking about actually, as in the nerfs in the patch notes, because I think it is a hard one. I think the hard thing with the tanks as well is I don't find a lot of tanks. And I think they need to have something to keep them alive, because looking for a tank feels difficult. Finding a tank to come and jump in place. So you definitely need to even that out. Hey, good morning. Good morning, Pierre. I know that's why I was surprised to hear them say no passive for races. Beck looks like a warlock cleric race. Well, that's what they're saying. But it'll be very interesting to see what happens there. It's a risk you take being a tank. True. Since you usually are the first to die, they lose a huge amount of resources and XP debt. Yeah, that's a good point behind the group, since they can flee when wipes are happening. That's actually a very good point. That is a very good point. And actually what I did see, someone was advertising in the server the other day. They said, looking for tanks. Happy to accommodate and provide gold for repair bills and XP. Well, you can't really do much for XP debt, but for the repair bills, because they're the ones that need to repair the most because they're copping the most. And you're right, they're the ones that are dying and getting XP debt. Unless they're a very bad tank, then they're not the ones dying. Someone else dies before them. um, that would be a little OP. Would drive all fighters to play the race. And look, that would be OP. That 100% Amber would be OP. But yes, I think there has to be some benefit in some regard being a certain race. Because I know they're using the rock, paper, scissors model where one class will be stronger than the next class, but that class will be stronger than that class. But if they're going to, I think that should also work with races. It doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be stronger. It might mean it just might benefit them in another way. It doesn't need to be massive. It might just be your healing potential at a fire might be 5% more, or your fishing skills might give you an extra 10% speed bonus on fishing, for example. So not massive, but that little bit just to try to entice you to be a certain race, I reckon. I think the update is going to be about basic housing. So they got basic housing in there, the freeholds. They mentioned so the freeholds will be in there and in the node system. So potentially, we'll definitely see that. To follow up on the racial benefits, Steven said he didn't want to make players feel forced playing a class because of the gameplay benefits. Yeah, okay. I get that. It's just, I think maybe I'm used to WoW. So if you're a human or something like that, you did have that slight benefit. But yeah, no. Look, at the same time, it's a good point. You don't want to force someone down to play a race because of a class. So I do get that. I did a bigger discussion about it on the forums. If you'd like to check it out, it's a better explained. Yeah, actually, if you got a link, if you want to post the link to where you put it in the forums, 100%, I'd definitely love to have a look. I haven't been on the forums as much lately these days, just because I've just been constantly in the content. Before it came out, forums were easy to keep up with. But yeah, chuck it in, mate. Chuck it in. A good tank doesn't die. Most people don't get to how to play tank. Yeah, look, I'm considering on the 20th potentially going tank. We're gonna potentially split up, see if anyone wants to get some pre-made groups going for the 20th, and if there's a class that's missing, I'm usually that guy. I'm happy to go any class, and let's just say there's a pre-made and there's 7 available. It's like, geez, we just need that. There's more. I'll be more than likely to just go that class, and see how we go. Go there. So just 5% long, no stamina boost. I'm tanking. Don't really even try to group up from the global chat at the moment. I think it's too much trouble trying to farm XP if I'm always in debt. Yes, that's not bad. That's a good point. You still want those abilities so you can actually tank, but also deal damage. You need to be able to take your own. So that's the hard part. The healers are lacking, or DPS is not thinking about threat. The tank usually dies. Yeah, you do really rely on them actually. You really want to make sure that the cleric's on you. All the bard is actually providing the benefits it needs. But a good tank definitely takes the pressure off the DPS. Because I think as a DPS, if you're not copying damage, you can test this or try that. It's like, no. You just kill them. Because if you don't kill them, I'm dying. I'm dying if you don't kill them in time. As I'm a fighter at the moment, I usually find as soon as the tank dies, I get one shot. I'm just like, whoa, how did I die? And I'm like, the tank's died. The inns, we don't have no inns in phase 2 that I can see here anyway. Instant houses in town, freehold maybe late in January, February. Oh, really? Okay. Did they mention that in a update? Did they? Yeah. No, it's posted right there. Actually, chuck it in. Hey, Zodiac, hang on, buddy. Oh yeah, ePod. Gotcha. I'll have a look. I I know that was a fighter delay burst for 2 to 4 seconds. Then if people pull threat or tank is getting low, I form swap to green and just spam all my CC. What class are you planning to play December release? Zodiac. That is purely going to depend. That is purely going to depend on where everyone else sits on the 20th. So we've got to do some work. We talk. Unholy had some good ideas and we're talking about seeing who wants to go into a pre-made. Anyone want to have some pre-made groups for the 20th? So we'll have them pre-planned for the 20th because I think leading up to Christmas, those few days are going to be pretty solid. And if anyone's got time, I think we're going to be hitting them hard. I'm going to be hitting them hard. I don't know if I'm going to be able to wake up for Christmas because I'm going to be too tired. Two-handed maces would be fun. A two-hand mace would be fun. I think one thing that I have noticed within the game is definitely what is it? Oh, look, I'm just gliding across the top at the moment. In the game, I think the big one is the ability. So this is a one-handed mace I got out at the moment. The abilities look really good. So I think having a two-handed mace or two-handed axe is definitely, I reckon they're going to have some nice looking abilities that come off them. Well, there's a group of 6 already. Hey. So yeah, we'll chuck them up in the Discord probably after this weekend, I'm guessing. But I'll probably start advertising to start thinking about it and whatnot, and can see what we need. But from the 20th, I'll definitely pick my class depending on what's lacking for those pre-mades. Because I haven't maxed level on all of them or any of them. But yeah, so I've played Fighter, I've played Ranger. I would like to get them all to 25, but whoever comes on the 25th, that's the one obviously it's going to be played out a fair bit. Yes, unfortunately, Rogue won't be coming. Rogue will not be coming. But when it does come, can you imagine the amount of rogues that we're going to be seeing in the server? It's going to be ridiculous. Already got a group of 8 people on the 20th. We'll be playing rogues. I would assume that everyone will be doing the same. Yeah, Duffin. Yeah, or delayed. Still a wipe. The wipe is coming on the 20th. So that is 100% confirmed to be wiping on the 20th. You just can't start a rogue on the 20th. To be honest, I'm almost glad that there's no rogue on the 20th because, yeah, I just feel like there's going to be rogues everywhere. I've sent a message to Steven about it if there's a date he could release to show what is mostly played and what is the in and banned. Yes, actually. I actually was quite interested in that myself. I could potentially do what I've done before. I've created a Google form and I've just chucked it in the official Discord and just saying, hey, what's the class that you picked to get an idea of what everyone's picking from our guild. And if anyone wants to join our guild, feel free. I am actively recruiting for our guild. We do want a solid guild leading up to the release date, but we can only do that by starting recruiting now. I'll just see if we can get the form up, just to give you an idea of where classes are sitting. So thankfully, forms. Where are we? So I've got a small sample size, but Shipwrecked Ashes of Creation. Responses. Okay, here we go. Just to bring this over. So from our guild, from what we've got so far, and this is why it's important. So if you're currently sitting in here and you haven't filled in this form yet, it'd be good if you can. So what is your primary archetype? The biggest one at the moment, 25% is Bard. And surprisingly, 21% is Tank. So we've got a few tanks and we've got a few bards in the group, followed by Cleric and Ranger, and then Mage. So Mage, Cleric, and Ranger, they're all almost equal. But yeah, Bard's number 1, then followed by Tank. So like I said, only 28 responses so far of people filled in the form, but it gives you a very small sample size of where people are spread out across the archetypes at the moment from the 6, because obviously we don't have the summoner yet, and we don't have the rogue yet. So at the moment across the 6, that's where we're currently sitting. I'll keep to the cleric and focus on making armor and power leveling. So that's a big thing, and that's another big thing, Duffin, we have to do. And Duffin, where are you playing? Are you in a guild? Whose guild are you in? And which server are you playing on? And how have I not recruited you yet? One thing we do need to look at as a group is we might identify that everyone wants a set of, argument's sake, what I was looking at before was the Shadow Wolf Pauldrons. So, for example, I was just confirming how good they were compared to some of the others. But the Shadow Wolf Pauldrons, I don't think to be honest, I don't think they're really amazing compared to anything else that you can get, because I think the Sanctus Skulker Pauldrons drop pretty easily. You get 2 to 3 strength, where the Shadow Wolf gives you 3 to 4. So, argument's sake, to get the Shadow Wolf Pauldrons, you need to get the Curse Fangs Toughened Skin. And to get that, you need to kill the dog at the Remnants of Cephalion. So there's a dog that roams around there. He essentially drops them almost every time you kill it. You potentially can get this. And if you can farm that skin, then you can start making these for the guild. So all you need is apprentice leatherworking and apprentice tanning. So if you can get that cooperation and everything happening, you can deck your guild out with Shadow Wolf Pauldrons if that's what you want. So I think that's one thing we probably need to start looking at as well. Yes, we are wrecked. So Shipwrecked is the guild, but we've got wrecked. Oh, I put wrecked in the name in the Discord, but Shipwrecked is essentially what you see in the game. So as you can see, there you go, done. But yeah, so we need to definitely work out what's going to benefit us, because I do notice that some people go, I want this, I want that, and they go off in their own ways to figure out how they can get that individual thing. But would be far more efficient if we had a wish list, for example. If we could get a survey out, so at level 10, this was everyone's wish list, and if we had 80% of the people wanted the same thing, then we potentially could, as a group, we could farm, let's just say it's copper. We need to go farm all this copper, and then someone else can go farm all this other stuff, and we should be able to get everyone decked out, which would probably be ideal. What did I miss? When we play tomorrow, is it wiped? So tomorrow, it's not wiped yet. No, definitely not wiped yet. It's not wiping until the 20th of December. And tomorrow for me, the game doesn't start tomorrow for me. I've still got another full day in Australia. Fighter lowest. Look, the fighter goes good. I like it. I feel like mages are everywhere, myself included. They're pretty crazy at the moment. Yeah, mages are good. To be honest, I don't find it, I still find it difficult to get mages as well. But yeah, it's mainly obviously the trio having the tank, having a tank, a cleric, and a bard in the group, and then finding your DPS is fine. I'm a big fan of having 2 bards or even 2 clerics. I think 2 clerics or 2 bards, either one, definitely help from survivability. 1 tank, and then that combination of 2 bards, 1 cleric, or 2 clerics, 1 bard. That's a very good combination as far as I'm concerned. Geez, was it just me? Cleric, Lothian. Oh, Lothian. Okay. That's another thing. Picking servers on the 20th. If the same servers are out, do we stick to the same server? Do we go to another one? That'll be another question. I had a whole lot of Aussies upset with me because we went what server? Castus. They're like, oh, all the Aussies are on Vira. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. But all my guild members started on the 8th. So they want to start on a new server. We start on a new server. Like, oh, yeah, but all the Aussies went. Anyway, relax. Don't stress. But we'll figure out what servers we're playing on the 20th. Morning, Blackheart. How you going, buddy? I'll see you in here one day for sure. Recruit around at Castus from time to time. I try to say hey when I see a wrecked. Good man. Good man, Triple Killer. What guild are you in, Triple Killer? So I was on the phone. I'm in the EU server. Lothian guild is called Fortune's Wrath. Okay. That's unfortunate. I think this time zone, I usually get a lot of people from EU because it's very early morning for anyone in the States. I'm close to apprentice metalworking. Oh, nice. Maybe I was actually going to do metalworking, Zodiac, but maybe I can send you all my, what have I got? I'll just send you all my copper and zinc that I've got. I haven't turned it into fragments yet, so I'll send it across to yourself. Your caravan up, nice. I want to look into caravans. I haven't done one. Like a guild equipment list for dungeons. Sort of. I wouldn't say, when I think of guild equipment list for dungeons, Westy, I think of you don't have the equipment, you're not allowed in the dungeon. But yeah, almost like we do need to get a wish list for what everyone wants and get some importance. And then we might narrow it down to only a few items and say, look, guys, you're the only one that wants this. So that's going to be on the least priority list. So you can have this, or you're probably going to have to go elsewhere to find how to get that potentially. We'll see how that works. Our group has been working on a spreadsheet for the caravans as well that I'll put in the Discord when it's done. Yeah, sweet. Look, I honestly have not touched caravans. So I'm not across them fully in regard to what's the benefit of them, how they work. All I know is you start one, you defend it or you attack it. I've done, and you follow that forever. Only wondering what they do with super exploiters. So the exploiters, I think they've given them a warning essentially. There's a Stephen put something in the Discord saying that essentially there's no action happening. Hey, actually, ePod, thanks, buddy. Thanks for following, mate. They actually haven't done anything to them other than pretty much giving them warning by the sounds of it. Not all the Aussies are there if you're not. That's true. That is true. Turns out I'm heading home from Christmas on the 21st, so I have the 20th to grind. Oh, hey, Gibbon, thank you for the follow, my friend. You're heading home for Christmas on the 21st. Where are you? Where's home, Westy? Where's home? Made my own Rim Forge exchange. Going to have a remodel to the guild come December. What? Oh, nice. I've seen them. Going to have a remodel to the guild come to December. What? Yeah, I'm sure that there's a lot of people that I'm sure will be. We're currently making a website for the guild as well. So hopefully, I've got no choice. I put that pressure on myself. We'll make sure we have the guild the bloody website. We'll have the guild website ready over the next few weeks before the 20th. That'll be the plan. That's definitely the plan. I've got the theme and everything. You just got to apply it all, put it all together. Got to use a bit of the old AI magic, and we'll get it working. You'll need an epic weeping willow for proper testing, sadly. So what's an epic Hang on, so what are you testing for? What is that, a weeping willow? Where'd my what is a weeping willow? Weeping willow wood. Hey, Oshi Dengo. Thanks, buddy. Thank you very much for the follow. Oh, weeping willow wood. So where do you get weeping? Processed at Apprentice Lumber Milling Station. So what's happening? Can we not find weeping willow, or people aren't? There's no lumber milling station. Any comments on this? No. Apprentice mining crafter to make their apprentice pickaxe. I suppose that all the nodes would have to work together and talk about where their crafting areas are. Yeah, I think that is definitely a big one, Duffin. That's 100% a big one. I think at the moment, though, there's a lot of people, I don't know, look, whether I get it or not, I'd like to become mayor for the sake of, I think I like numbers, so I like the idea of that stuff. But I think there's a lot of guilds that are trying to take power of nodes, and they're not looking at what the people want, they're looking at what the guilds want, as far as I'm concerned, from what I've seen and how it works. So I think it definitely works on people, because guilds, when it comes to the nodes, guilds should not be a consideration. If the mayor of a node is taking the guild into consideration, then you don't want them as mayor. You want the mayor to be making sure the people of that node are getting what they need, because it's not necessarily just their guild. So it's something to take into consideration, and the game is going to change in the dynamic, because at the beginning I was saying that there's a lot of people that are definitely taking the node situation as the guild needs to own a node, and yeah, it's not going to work for them. It's definitely not going to work. It'll definitely it'll isolate guilds, that's for sure. It's got a whole website. Nice. Been wanting to cut down a weeping willow so bad. Nah, you can't. I just need epic. Well, actually, to be honest, on here it probably has it where it probably even tells you where the weeping willows are. So if we go to no, weeping willows are not on here. If you know where they are, I'm happy to go farm some, Zodiac. What, you need 30 epics? You need 30 epics. Why do you need 30 epics? And why do you need epics? What are you trying to make with an epic? I haven't found any apprentice toolmakers in Castus. Really? Why? To be honest, I haven't looked. You can make apprentice pickaxe and axe at the moment. Axe is in New Ayla. The pick is in Winstead. The thing is that you need a bit of everything to make equipment. The Codex doesn't have them on the map. I know where a lot of them are. Enema has been farming them. I need the epics to make the caravan. Really? Shazzy? So it will only let you make the upgrades to the chassis and carriage with the epic. You can't do it with a common or uncommon. Willow is kind of rare. Yeah, well, to be honest, I haven't done a lot of logging, so I haven't seen them myself. But it doesn't mean I haven't run past them 1,000 times. You can't up epic upgrades the stats. Yeah. Okay, so you just want epic. You just want epic because that will what am I doing over here? So you can get them the best. Have you got any epic just yet? That's interesting. Where were we? So we haven't finished. So we've got currently in phase 2. 15 epic willow. That's pretty good. Epic will take a while. Just save your mats. Can you upgrade to epic? Like, could you put I don't know if this is a system that got in, but if you upgrade, for example, you've got 8 common, you can turn to uncommon. Nah, that wouldn't work because it would make it too common then. But systems. So we've got siege of vehicles, tempering, gems and sockets. That's going to be fun. I think gems and sockets are going to be a game changer. Gear ascension. That's also going to be great. Repair kits, artisan ship skill trees, animal husbandry, breeding, party gathering. We're not going to wait till the 20th so you can get your caravan. Look, I'm happy to farm Willow if you tell me where it is. Party gathering, player shops, leaderboards, additional chat system functions. Instance housing. It is down here. So the systems. I'm looking forward to the additional chat system functions, to be honest. I really need to be able to click on someone's name in the chat to invite them to a group. There's nothing worse than have to / invite space type enter. Oh, this person just doesn't exist. Oh, fuck, I spelt their name wrong. Try it again. By the time you've done that, someone's already invited to the bloody party. Going to be focused on crafting full stop on wipe. Yeah, triple killer. I think it's definitely a focus. And I think that's where, because we've got, with the guild, with our guild, we've got, probably every guild, I'm also determining who's PvE and who's PvP. Because I've got a lot of, that's, tell, it's shocker. Hey, agony sweet. I think, so those PvE players, I've got some that absolutely love the idea. Like Old Man Observer, he's a solid PvEer. He just loves. You should have seen him on PAX Day. He absolutely smashed the wine, all the liquids, all the drinks. That he just focused on it, collecting grapes. He had multiple accounts. He set up this whole entire system. Level of that. His fishing is, I don't know how it worked. He was able to upgrade from journeyman to master in fishing. But now his fishing doesn't work. So it's like they've turned off master fishing. But yeah, he's gone from journeyman to master in fishing already. And I was like, wow, like he slogged that out. and got that up there. So you're going to have those really good PVEs that are going to absolutely, yes, fishing is AFK farming. So he has done that. But at the same time, like he spent, in 5, I think, hours looking for copper. So we could, and this is one of those things. So if we know that some person's going to be focusing on fishing and they want the upgraded rod, which you need, that's why you needed the copper so you can make the copper fragments. If you know that you're not going to fish, but you've got copper, but throughout the priorities of what the guild needs, you potentially, someone would have already had copper. We could have just given him copper fragments. He would have had fishing, a new fishing rod 5 hours prior, to be the death of me. So I actually know where some copper nodes are. Like I know copper and rubies. I know where I can go to get some. Flax as well. That was another one. But now I know where I can find some. Yeah, I'm trying to own a shop, become release. Heard of Thor's server on level 11 is possibly the richest on the server because he's the highest in animal husbandry for mounts. All the level 25s come to him for mounts. Hey, there's definitely ways to do it. I've tried to find out the spawn time and it seems random. Oh, no, yeah, it's completely random. It's completely random. I just know an area, so where to look. It seems like I've been lucky. So when I've been running around the map, for example, I did this the other day. So there's definitely roads that people will follow and they'll clip them. So I was running from Highwayman Hills the other day. And Highwayman Hills, if you want to come across, you don't necessarily just run straight across. You essentially come down and you go through the easy path. But when I went through here the other day, I thought, I'll explore through the hills. And I went up through the hills and back around and came up to areas that I hadn't been before. By doing that, there's all these nodes that are just sitting there. I picked up 2 copper nodes. Where was it? Where's this cliff? Where was I? There's literally no one there. And there's a big cliff face and there's water. Maybe it was up here, maybe. Actually, I don't know now. I can't think of where it was. But either way, I came up. There were just 2 copper nodes there and I've come up around the hill. Pretty sure it might have been here, actually. I'm not sure. But yeah, I popped up. Oh, hang on, was it over here? Either way. Yeah, there's 2 nodes there. Went around the corner. Like for me, if I want to find rubies, I can 100% guarantee, and I shouldn't be giving my tricks away, but this is why you came here. I can guarantee if you search anywhere around the Hall Adjudication within this circle. Hang on, I got a pen. Where's my bloody pen? Epic pen. Where did my bloody Epic pen go? I got 3 screens and this stupid thing pops up in a small little circle somewhere. Can anyone see it? Oh, it's right in front of me. And let me move that over there. Pick him. What color we want? We'll go red. So if you go anywhere within this circle, I can guarantee you'll find a ruby. Hands down, every time. Unless it's being farmed, there will be 1 or 2 rubies within that area. Guilty found a bug tree that gave green every time while searching willows. Oh, I actually did that. I actually found, and they highlighted it. I was hitting a tree, and I found a what's it called? I found the tree chopped down. It was just outside Joeva. I was sitting here farming a tree, and it chopped down, and there's another tree there, and that fell down. There's still another tree, and it kept falling down. I think I went 5 times. It was pretty good. I've tried to find out the spawn time. Seems random. Got a portfolio of mining locations of copper and zinc. Zinc was a lot harder for me to find, Duffin. Zinc was definitely a lot harder for me to find. I wouldn't say I was confident where I could go find zinc nodes. Go to where you see pill at least likely to go, and you'll find resources that have just been growing. That's how I found my copper. I wonder if that's a mechanic in the game where if it sees people mining an area, does it dynamically go, okay, well, we're mined out now. Let's spawn in another area. To be honest, if that's a mechanic in the game we don't know about, and it's highly likely because I feel like that's the case. But I like that idea if it is. because it requires people to literally move. Where in some games like WoW, people will go to the exact same area, the exact same spot every time. It's always overcrowded. You know those spots that you got to farm, it's overcrowded. If those places change over time, I think that would make things very interesting. I'm gonna just make the assumption that's how it works. To be honest, until I get proven otherwise, I'm gonna make the assumption that that's what happens. So it will get, because I know they measure heat maps. And if it gets too hot in one area and they go see a blue area, let's just say for argument's sake, and this is the way I'd probably do it, and I think this is a great idea. Might be biased. Let's just say this area here, I mark this out as an area that rubies can spawn. And if I see, for example, this area has been a hotspot for ruby collection, and I see it on the heat map, a lot of people going there, I would automatically go and change to over there. And as soon as that one got turned into a hotspot, then I would say, okay, well, rubies now can randomly generate over here, just to mix things up a little bit, just to start moving people around. I reckon that's how I would do it. It'll be interesting to see. Guilty found a bug. Oh yeah, unless it's been farmed story of my life, and it is hard to fast the respawn time. I hope I had similar copper. So the other thing is, if you know where nodes are, and like I said, I can definitely find rubies are. Rubies is something I'm going to have to go collect straight away, so we can get the guild set up straight away. You find more zinc, Pez. Really? Where do you farm most times? I guess my farming run. So if I had to show you guys where my usual farming runs are, it is usually, if I had to do a hotspot, my farming run would be anywhere from, grab him. So let me close the filter for a second so you can see where I'm clicking. So my farming run would generally be up here, through here, up onto a highway. And that's probably, this would essentially be my farming run. So I would go off the beaten path a little bit sometimes, but yeah, I'd essentially farm. That'd be my farming run most of the time for granite, basalt, copper, flax. Is there anything else I get from that? No, and that's pretty much it. So I actually haven't gone and farmed anywhere else further to see what I can get. Hopefully he reported repeat trees happened a lot in front of New Ayla bug. Reported it. Resources grow if they are not picked. You can see trees grow between seasons. Really? I haven't looked. I just run that quickly through them. Similar area, rocky and water area near Joeva, house zone. I actually thought last weekend's work going to be wiped this weekend coming. No, not this weekend. Definitely not this weekend. It might be. We might get in and find out the whole thing's gone. But no, nothing at this stage. Not that we know of anyway. It'll be interesting. Has anyone been into the Sandsquall deserts and found anything interesting in the Sandsquall deserts that are worth farming? I think maybe I have to do a bit more exploration. And maybe that's my goal. Maybe that's my goal this week, is probably do a bit more exploration. I do want to get to 25. But at the same time, I can do that when I hit level 20. Level 20. When I get to the 20th. I think what I would like to do before I get to the 20th is understand the crafting systems. And if we can achieve some crafting alignment and unity across the guild, and for example, if we can get Zodiac, his metalworking to apprentice, then we potentially could start making things that we may want to obtain. Fast mounts are nice. What did I hear? I think one of the nodes, was it, whose video was it? Someone was buying mounts. So they were buying mounts at a node, and everyone was the mount that cost 40 gold or 44 gold or whatever it is, in the node itself. that was putting that money back into the node. So they were getting everyone in the guild to go buy their mount from that node, and that's what leveled up their node so quick. So that was one of the things that leveled up the node. So there's definitely the tactics that you can do to get your node higher, but you do need cooperation from everyone. I guess, for example, Pirate or Thor will definitely have the influence of saying, look, guys, if you need to buy these mounts, come here. There's a lot of people that are definitely going to listen. That's for sure. So what else did we have? The content, story arcs for Riverlands. Oh, that's another thing I want to do. I actually do want to go through and do more quests. I do want to test the quests a little bit more and understand them, because I feel like they are going to be a major component. So story arcs for Riverlands would be nice. Treasure maps. The treasure map, has anyone done a treasure map? We're going to be able to get into Sandskull Deserts. Do a lot more work. I haven't done anything in Sandskull Desert, so this will all be new to me anyway. Dynamic world dungeons will be great, and NPC ambient behavior. Now, there's already dungeons. There's currently already dungeons, but I'm assuming we have to be a lot higher. In phase 1, I actually have not gone. I don't think I've gone to the dungeons where it's the world bosses. Treasure maps, unique public events. Like when it says 111 treasure maps, I think I've found like one. Any creature, story-driven quests, node war, Godspike event, pieces of gear. Where was it? Because there is. No, where's it about the dungeons? Oh, I'm not reading them. I'm just skimming through it. Pocket dungeons. So there are pocket dungeons. I did see one on Thor's stream where you jumped in the water, you had to swim under the caverns and pop up again in another area. So I know of one pocket dungeon. We might need to do some research on where the other pocket dungeons are so we can farm them for sure. But look, there's a lot coming in. So it's much smaller than phase 1, but definitely just these systems coming in, like gems and sockets, I'm looking forward to. And does gems and sockets also mean that we need a jewel crafter? That's the other question. There's a novice hunting crocodile, don't know its name, which is faster than 40 gold mount. Really? A crocodile? Dynamic world dungeons? Yeah, I know, that's crazy. You can go to the caches without the map. What do you mean? What caches? What's caches? What caches am I missing? Hey, player shot. Thanks, buddy. I did one treasure map, but I did someone picked cache before me since it didn't give. Oh, you can go to the chests. Is that what you mean by cache? So you can go to the chest and pick it up without having a treasure map. It's in the Citadel of the Steel Bloom underwater pocket dungeon. Ah, thank you very much. So that's one of them. That's one of 4. Animal husbandry also looks good. Yeah, it does. That's a hard part. And I think, and this is what we're doing in the guild at the moment. So if you haven't joined the guild and you want to join the guild, feel free to jump in the Discord, !Discord, or big yellow button down below. I think the big thing is trying out all the professions. See which ones work for you. But also, obviously, that you've obviously got to help the guild out. So see what every other people are doing. But yeah, if you've got something that you enjoy doing, definitely try now. The time now is to try the professions. If you haven't tried one yet, see what's required. See what you have to do to get there. Like stonemasonry seems like a pretty easy one at the moment, because all you do is get basalt, you get granite, you go turn it in. 50 minutes later, you go craft another set. Hey, good day, player shot. I ran from one to the other, got old quick. Oh, where did you run from? From the treasure. Gotcha. I'm looking for a new MMO. Oh, Players Shot. Players Shot, you have come to the right place, my friend. I got a few options for you. You definitely Ashes of Creation, try that out. It's fantastic. Even though it's in alpha state, it is very, very good, and a lot more to come. We're working hard Like people are currently working hard of trying to figure out the game, determine bugs. The devs are working very transparent and actively communicating, and they are working very fast as well, which is very, very surprising how quick they are moving. So that gives me a lot of confidence where the game is and moving to. So definitely get this one. But if you want to get WoW Classic is available tomorrow. Well, what is it? Roughly in about 12 hours. That is reset, so you can definitely go try that again if you want to give that a crack. And then Path of Exile 2 coming early access 6th of December. So too many games, not enough time. I've got FOMO sitting here thinking it's pretty bad when you're stressing out about how can you play all 3 games at the same time. Animal Husbandry to Journeyman costs a lot. How much, Pez? And this is the thing. This is what I'm saying. If you want, and I think who was it? It was Freya, and that's what we needed to do. And I should have done this the other day. Is if you want to get a mount, and you identify who's going to do Animal Husbandry, just farm them all the gold they need so they can start making mounts. Can I still join if I don't have the game? Agony Suite, 100% you can. Even if you don't have the game and you want to join our Discord or join the guild, or even you can just hang in our Discord. You can lurk in our Discord. I don't care. There's unlimited spots, so you can definitely jump in anytime. Game is alpha player shot alpha. Our group is covering all professions at the moment as well. Well, there's 22 professions that you need to cover with 6 Zodiac. How does that work? Because you won't be able to get all of them to Journeyman at the moment. How many Journeymen are there? There's 3. Is there 3 Journeymen? 4 Apprentice, 5 Novice. Unless my maths. Yeah. So you won't be able to get all. There's 4 at the moment. Is there? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep. You can cover it then, Zodiac. But the hard one is, as you probably would have seen, I think the hard one is getting all 4 Journeymen is definitely, like, some are a lot longer than others. Some are definitely a lot longer than others. To be efficient, I think we definitely need to pick out who's going to get to which ones first. Doesn't mean that other people can't double up. It's just there are going to be people that are getting to Journeyman quicker than others for sure. I'm ditching WoW. I've been following Ashes for a while. Yeah, Ashes is good. Ashes is really good. Tailoring is going to be big too, since higher level bags gives you a higher rarity. Really? Yeah. Look, I think every profession is going to be super important. Super important. It's just the amount of time and effort you need to put into it. Done with WoW, did Classic. You can only do Classic so many times. I actually really want to play it. I don't know why, but I really do. But at the same time, I want to jump into Ashes first. So Ashes wins, but if I had the time, I'll go play WoW. But then Path of Exile. You need 1,600 copper to get Arcane Engineering level 10. Oh, wow. 1,600 copper. So argument's sake, if you've got 1,600 copper and you're getting 5 copper fragments per where is it? Where are we? Calculator, 1,600 divided by 5, which is not going to happen, but you're looking at a minimum of 320 copper. However, can anyone confirm, can you get more copper if you've got the upgrade, if you're an apprentice miner and you got the pickaxe? That I do not know, but then that will obviously help you get there quicker. Have they given us anything new about player shops? They haven't given us anything new, but player shops are coming in phase 2. And then on the 27th, they have a live stream. So there's a live stream on the 27th about phase 2. So that'll be a very interesting live stream to see what they've got coming up. We'll definitely be on watching that one for sure. I see 3-year-old vid. That's all. Yeah, no, we'll see what they've got. There's 4 at the moment, Journeyman slots. Oh, sorry, I'm catching up. Apparently coming on the 20th of December. Yeah, but I was looking at info about it. You got mining at level 13. Nice. Metalworking at 8 and armor smithing at 8. That's a very good, Zodiac. Hey! Oshi! Thank you very much for the prime, my friend. Thank you very much. Zodiac, you've been grinding, haven't you? You've definitely been smashing out those hours to get there. Probably just do lumber at the moment. Well, I'll definitely give you my copper and zinc so you can get that metalworking to 10, or try to get it to 10 anyway. And then if we need anyone, we can definitely put it out in the group and say, all right, we're going to get Zodiac Pro, get him to his metalworking to 10 so we get apprentice. But I really need to know if the pickaxe can get more copper out of a node than 5. Yes, true. Doesn't mean that they come. Didn't know what to do with the 4th at the moment, so we're going to worry about to wipe. So the things you are completing in game, do you get to keep them? No. At the moment, no. So everything that we have now, and they're doing in the game, being in alpha, so it's not necessarily, they've advertised it as it's not a game, it's a test. So you're buying into a test phase of the game. So it is going to wipe on the 20th, and then there will be more wipes throughout. And then when the game's released, it'll be fresh again. So there's going to be multiple wipes throughout the testing phase. If your stats for them is based on the size of the node at the moment. You need to go over a breakpoint stats. What did I ask? Lienz? What did I ask? I can't remember. I thought you answering. No, they are doing server wipes every 6 weeks or so at the moment for testing reasons. You can get more materials from the items from quality bonus on them, like survey pylons. Oh, really? You get more quality? Okay. So you can get more materials from the items with quantity bonus. Okay, like survey pylons. What was a survey pylon? I haven't even used a survey pylon. Was it survey pylon's already in our bag, isn't it, Grodum? And welcome in, Grodum. Thanks for coming. Are they the survey pylons? Is that the thing in the bag in the Artesian tools that we can use? Is that right? I have a decent stat in quantity, and it still only goes to 5. Okay. Where did they say that's on their next stream? So if you go to their Twitter or you go to their Discord and look at their news, there's some information in there in regards to the live stream on the 27th. On the 27th, they got their next live stream. To be honest, I probably have enough there in my storage. It's just a different rarity, so it's going to take a while to smelt it. Do rarities change the smelting time? Or you just mean you have to do like 3 uncommon, 4 rare, like that sort of thing? So I don't think it was server wipes. Hey, RBB. Thank you very much for follow. Welcome in. I don't think they said they were wiping every 6 weeks. I think they said they were doing major updates every 6 weeks. So the wipes aren't confirmed. Hey, Benji. How you going, buddy? Do you know the breakpoint? Yeah, I haven't seen much. You asked if they are given pickaxe, you could get more materials from gathering nodes. Yes. Yeah, so I need to understand the breakpoints. I haven't set where those stats. Oh, you haven't got them? Okay, gotcha. Here's so many boosters for artisan skill, shirts, tools, scrolls, etc. So yeah, the funny thing is, I actually wasn't aware until I bought a fishing shirt. Is that I was just under the assumption if you put a fishing shirt on, you're just wasting your time and it will take your current armor off to put on a fishing shirt. But it actually goes in the background, so you can wear a fishing shirt the whole entire time and not have to take it off. Survey pylons are apparently underappreciated. They do some good stuff. I'm gonna have to try them out, Triple Killer. I'm definitely gonna have to try them out. Where are the stats? I have to go look in. I don't remember seeing the stats. No, they don't change in time, but you can do custom amounts, which makes it forever. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I have like 17 uncommon, 23 rare, and so on. That sucks. Hey, Nara. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, are you playing? No, Nara. relax, calm down. You don't need to open up your launcher. Game is not out. Game is not out. You don't have to worry. The game's not coming for at least, what are we? Maybe 36 hours or so. Going to take a lot of little crafts since it sets them out. Yeah. I'm live, but my gameplay is from the other day. I saw they dropped some screenshots of new lighting. That's good. The new lighting's good. You go into some places. I know Highway, for example, it was terrible where you'd go in that little area and you couldn't see a thing. All you're doing was you knew you were swinging, and that's about it. The dual gear system, combat and artisan, is very interesting. Yeah, no, I like it. It's very good. It's good that you don't have to switch and change, which is very nice. I got to go those woodworking pantaloons. I get those woodworking pantaloons. I actually have not seen them yet. I haven't seen those pantaloons yet. But yeah, it's definitely going to be worthwhile picking up all that gear. Siddha Design. No, this is not live, my friend. This is my gameplay from last weekend. This is me just grinding away down at Cephalion. What is that called? The Rebellion? No, Remnants of Cephalion. We're just down there farming that for a little bit. To be honest as well, it was very difficult to get a group. We finally got there. It took ages. Here's from 2 days ago. Gameplay is live. Feels okay, man. Got it. He is. No, I'm from here. I'm here today, Agony. Do you have footage of those places for comparison? Which places? No, of those places, I don't have any. No, you're right, Agony. I'm just clarifying. Is there a one time thing, the whole week server off? Not the whole week. So it's a 3 day on, 4 day off. 3 day on, 4 day off, if that makes sense. Siddha. It's you think, oh no, it's a week between, but no, it's only 4 days. So 4 days off is pretty good. It's here before you know it. So yeah, about 36 hours before we can get back in. For all of phase one. So, but phase one finishes on the 20th of December. Hey, Grimbringer. He's here. I knew you'd get here eventually. Thanks, buddy. So all of phase one, but yes, the 20th of December game will be available. It will be up for 5+ days then. Can't wait for phase two to start playing. It's gonna be insane, Steelheart. It's gonna be insane. The 20th of December is gonna be a big day. It's gonna be a big day. I've actually got I'm back. I was actually doing my thumbnail. I've got a video out for some tips that people. So some of the biggest things that I've seen, some of the biggest questions I've seen. Hey, Citizen, I think that's how you say it. Thank you very much for the follow. I've actually get a video coming out and some of the top tips that people have been asking in chat. It's like, how do I dismount? How do I get my horse? How do I repair my gear? What do I do with glint? I don't think I'll put that in the video now I think about it. But that was definitely one of the ones. There's some of the big things that I see. Where's the vendor? There's some of the things. So I've definitely chucked that in a little 4-minute video that I should hopefully have up by tomorrow. But I'll put that in the Discord. Does your guild cover North America? Yes, players. So there's only a North American servers at the moment and European. So all the servers are currently located in NA Central or Euro West. So we are playing on Castus, which is the new server that started on the 8th, for everyone that started on the 8th. So yes, so we are in the NA server. So people are recruiting at anyone, or anyone can join. The ping's actually very good. The ping is actually very good. So surprisingly, no, not too many issues. Just joined Discord. Nice, Steelheart. Very good, my friend. Very good. If anyone is joining the guild as well, make sure you click on guild recruitment in the Discord. So when you go to the Discord, they'll say guild recruitment. Click on that. Fill in a form. It's only a short form. It's like, what's your in-game name? You make a few guesses of what you think for the recommended stuff. The main things I've got is your in-game name, what you want that to be. And you can change it at any date. You can just send me a message, and then your Discord name and your in-game name, and then at least I got you. So once we're in the game, you can't, when you're inviting into a guild, we can't send invites if you're offline. So the guild functions within the game at the moment only allow invites to happen to people who are online. This game has me hooked so far. Oh, simplicity. 100% it's got me hooked too, mate. Yeah, it's got 100% got me hooked. I'm a night person. Beautiful. I assume you're in the NA? Are you in the NA players shot? It's the 20th of December for us Aussies. No, it was 21st, Pumpkin, 21st. So Saturday morning. So we're good. We're good. Yes. Can I join Discord? I'm looking for joining Alpha 2 now. Excellent. All good. I tried to ask in Discord, but if they make OCE servers, do you think you would switch or stay on the NA since the ping is okay? Even though people have suggested that they would make OCE servers, I don't think they will, because Stephen has said that they're making EU servers and NA servers, and they are open to partners that want to open servers in other countries. But Intrepid are only going to be supporting EU and NA. So I think I would probably, it'll be a hard one. It depends on how the guild is and where we're sitting. But the reason I say is I don't think they'll make an OCE server, because the size of how large the world is, like the world is this big. Where is it? The map, hang on, how do we zoom out? The map is absolutely huge. Like we are only touching this section right now. And I actually have only explored, look at this one. I've probably explored maybe this area up there. And that's all I've explored at the moment. And that takes me, and I've been playing since the 25th. So over 4 weekends, and I've only explored that area and still only at level 15. So now they got open world sea combat and exploration, all these other underworlds, all this. I don't know if OCE can populate it. If Asia jumps in and enjoys this game, I don't know if they will, because they're more of a pay to win style culture and stuff like that. Throne Liberty, it's a different style of game. So I don't know if they necessarily is going to jump on it as much. But at the same time, it does make it a bit difficult when not everyone speaks the same language. So if they have translators and stuff, so I enjoy much more playing on the NA servers, because it's far easier to communicate. But then we have our downsides, because obviously play times. So there's a big thing then and there. So we'll see what happens. Ideally, I'd like the idea that there's just EU and Central, because it keeps the world full throughout the whole entire time. So if you can jump on at 4 a.m. in the morning, 4 p.m. in the afternoon, there will always be people online to play with. So I really do like that aspect. As long as, like, for example, Throne and Liberty, they had certain times for raid bosses, and you knew when they were coming. But being in Australia, those times didn't necessarily match up. So as long as you don't miss out on content, I think that's a big thing. But yeah, to what Westy's saying, it's very playable, and I have, other than what I assume is alpha, I haven't had really any many issues. Hey, player shot, very good. Northwest, I'm a night person, perfect. I'll do the form close at 20 since Rogue is delayed. I'm not sure what to play now. Don't stress, Steelheart. So what happens if anyone's filling the form? Once you filled in the form, I've got to probably do this next week. I'll be adding. Everyone will have access to their line on the form in the spreadsheet. So you get a spreadsheet, and you'll be able to change your line at any time. So if your name changes, if there's a class that you change, at least you can go in there and you can manually update it yourself. I'm used to raids, dungeons, etc. I used to tank and or mage DPS. Nice. Tank's a very sought after class. They will self-publish in NA and EU, but rely on others to publish elsewhere. Yeah. I'm so excited for the Rogue. Can't wait. I think there's a lot of people excited for the Rogue. Hopefully it's not a letdown. To be honest, You know what I think we're going to see in the live stream on the 27th? I think we're going to see the Rogue. Definitely. I reckon almost 100% we're seeing the Rogue on the 27th. 30 minutes across the map on a mount. Yes. It takes a long, and that's just that area. That's just that area. Imagine trying to get up here or over there. It's going to take you 4 days. Think you'd only want an OC server to fill the map with population. Yeah, well, that's a bit Aussie. That's the thing. I don't know if we'd be able to. It'd be very. At the same time, even if they did, I don't know if I'd enjoy playing a server that didn't feel populated. So that's a hard thing. It is a hard. Like, it'd be nice, but it's hard to determine. But look, as we say, the game. If there's an OCE server coming, we're not getting it for another 2 to 3 years anyway. So I think we're safe for many years to come. From Tropics to Desert with a caravan, it takes almost 2 hours, give or take. Info from the Guilty could be slightly wrong. No, look, I agree. I would say the speed that the caravan moves at is ridiculously slow. So yeah, 2 hours I wouldn't be surprised. And why do you travel? Like I said, I haven't necessarily done caravans yet, so I'm not an expert at caravans. But what is the purpose of the caravan? What are you getting? And do you get to choose where to go to? And the further you go, do you get better rewards? Now, the Sea players are into New World, to be honest. They would like it, I reckon. You reckon? Yeah, look, there's definitely... Look, I think the game's great. I wouldn't say why you wouldn't like it. It's just a matter of, I think, if there's other games out there, what would they prefer? Yeah, let me close this down because we don't want to see this all day. Oh, shit. And clear this. Undo. Close that. Exit. Oh, there we go. Hey, Coco Jembo. Old man, good morning. I was just talking about you, old man. I was just saying we've got the best farmer in the business. What server are you and your guild on? So, Simplicity, we're on Castus. We're on Castus and... move this quote closer. We're on Castus and we're in Shipwrecked. So, mate, if you want to join us, you are more than free. So, Pax, they didn't hear to see anything about the game since it released in A. Yeah, Coco Jambo, I think on PAX Day, they've sort of, I guess they haven't, every update that they've brought out has sort of been a bit lackluster. There's not much in it in any of their updates. And I think the transparency and communication has been absolutely minimal in regard to, hey guys, this is what we're doing, this is what we're updating, give us your feedback, whatever it is. It's, so that's been a bit disappointing in that regard when we hear, there's phishing and stuff like that. We haven't seen much on that at all. The one update that they did do just recently, which I thought was very good, not something that I don't think they needed to jump in straight away, but old man might be able to confirm, but they got a Discord bot in their chat. So what they've done, they've worked with Discord. So if I write in Discord or I write into the chat, so for example, if I go to guild chat, whatever goes into the guild chat within the game will go to Discord. So if I'm at work and I'm not in the game, I can see the guild chat, what's happening. So I actually think that's a fantastic integration that it got me excited because I think that needs to happen across far more many games, which I thought was absolutely amazing. The other thing I haven't seen in a long time now, I'm just thinking about integrations, was a Twitch integration in New World. I remember when they first released the game back in 2021, they was over your head next to your name tag above your head. It would have a little Twitch icon and tell you how many people were watching that player. So you would be able to see who's streaming and how many people were watching them. I thought that was very cool, but they turned off that very quickly. But yeah, the Discord bot, I think that one's pretty exciting. Paladin, nice. I'd be cool with either the Summoner or the Rogue, but yeah, Rogue. Well, what's even going to be better is when you get the 64 classes. The 64 class is going to be very nice, I think. I'm quite happy on NA at the moment with the ping as of right now. Yeah, and I think it's only get better bearded Aussie. Once they optimize it, because this is not optimized yet. This is 100% not optimized. So once it's optimized, I think we're going to get a far better response for us for sure. I know the guilds aren't locked to a certain node, but given how long it takes to get around the map, do you anticipate the guild will be on a certain region of the map? At the moment, no. I couldn't tell you. Like at the moment, the map doesn't really matter. For the full map, I couldn't tell you, and that's something it will have to be discussed and determine what's going to be the best. Because, like I believe, guilds should not be locked to one node. I think each individual needs to go to the nodes that are going to benefit them the most, and as long as they're there, that's going to also then benefit the guild the most. Then you got the caravans, transporting systems, and stuff like that. No fast travel. So there's definitely going to be some logistic issues that we need to overcome and figure out. I'm sure which will come within the game itself, but we'll see. We'll see what they are and what we need to do in that regard. So I'm not too sure on that one just yet. What part of Oz you in, and what's your ping? I'm in Australia and dickhead, Sydney. And if you see the top right, now some people told me yes, some people told me no, but you see the top right of my screen right now, that's got my frames per second. And then I have been told it's latency. Some people say it isn't. It's currently saying 20, but that's the best I've got when it comes to regard to any details of connection speed or anything to the server. Caravans are great for money multiplying. You get to choose. Indeed, the further you go, the higher the profit multiplier. They did Tropics to Desert just for fun and bait PvP encounters. Nice. How much do you get? Do you get enough? Like, is it worthwhile? I've heard that the further you go, the more money you get because the goods are more sought after. South Australia is around 40 to 60. That's still pretty good, considering you're in a South Australia bid, Aussie. As soon as the hamsters kick in. Paxday needs the big systems they promise. Marketplaces, currencies, knights, religions. 100%. 100%, old man. You win the 64 classes come out, it's going to be the Spell Thief for me, I think. Yeah, I was going to go Ranger, or what is it? It's Scion. I don't like the name of it, but it was a Ranger / Mage. I think my playstyle was definitely range combat over melee. Do you think Rogue will feel a lot different than other MMOs? I think so, just because I've been playing Ranger, I've played Fighter, I've played a bit of Cleric, and just the way the Ranger plays, I'd like to, not that I'd like to think, but I think it will. I think the Rogue will definitely feel a lot bit different. One thing I've noticed is your abilities, they get displayed quite heavily. They feel good. They look good. So I don't think that would be any different for a Rogue. Like, oh, look where I'm running past right now. And let me go back for a second. I'm not going to get it exactly, I don't think. And look at the basalt, look, the granite, basalt, and more, no, it's limestone, granite, basalt. It's everywhere. So if you know where you're going, you can, farm a fair bit. Right now, doing such a lengthy distance isn't worth it, in my opinion. Just do a Joeva to Winstead and repeat for a similar route. Yeah, I'll give it a go this weekend. I'll give it a go. And what do you think about the ability effects? I think they should get toned down a little. Hard to see. Yeah, Coco Gem, I think they probably need that in their accessibility options. Or I think that's within the options. You know, you can turn transparency or something down. I think opacity or anything like that. I definitely think there should be an effect meter or something that you can adjust where the effects is massive or not. So I think that would be a nice addition, quality of life addition that they could add to the game. Combat feels like it has weight behind each hit. Yeah, it feels good. It feels like you're actually hitting. Even from a cleric, I feel like it hits hard. Where's this at? Also, do you know any good copper spots? Nara, this is at the remnants of Cephalion, so down in New Ayla. So currently I'm running back up to Lionhold at the moment. When it comes to copper spots, I wouldn't say I know any good ones, but from a luck perspective, most of my copper, do I have the map up? I do. Most of the copper that I get, as I was saying, when I farm, is I farm through, and let me just change over here. So through the middle, I'll farm between, there's a Joeva. I'll farm up and around this area. That's where I roughly Yeah, let me clear that out of the way for you. Open him up. So from Joeva, I'll farm from anywhere from down near the Darragul estate. How did that go so small? So I'll farm from Darragul estate up through the Hall adjudication around there and just follow the rocky outcrops up to Highwayman Hills. Essentially farm that way. So I wouldn't say I've gone anywhere further, but anywhere there's a rocky outcrops, that's where I probably I'll go touch base. Did you do a caravan solo? I tried one time to do a caravan solo, and the second I left a level 2 flagged and 2 shot me. What a nice guy. Yeah, awesome player, awesome. So that is a long ass. It is a long ass route. It is a long ass route, but you got to do it. I like just how my horse moves in this part here. Depends on your server. If it's peak server time, only the caravan owner will get the profit. Oh, really? Unless they pay their bodyguards. If possible, I do them solo. All of the mining nodes randomized. I was farming a spot for a few hours, and the nodes kept respawning as a different material each time. That's pretty good, Bearded Aussie. That's pretty good. It was literally early in the morning, so I thought it would be good. Nah, never good. Not when you've got Aussies and Americans in the same server. Always going to be people around. Always going to be people around. Well, it's currently 10 to 11. I've got to get to bed because I need to be up for 6 a.m. I need to start the stream so I can get the Path of Exile 2 drops. So before I go, if you want to join the guild, make sure you jump in the Discord, !Discord, or click on the link below. That'll get us into the guild, get you into our Discord, so we get you signed up to the guild or any information on that. Thank you for everyone that's followed or subscribed tonight. It's been fantastic. The other one is Path of Exile 2. If you're interested in that, at 6 a.m. tomorrow, so 7 hours and 10 minutes, they're going to have a live stream of Path of Exile 2. So jump on that. Make sure your Path of Exile account is linked to your Twitch. They've got Twitch drops on tomorrow. And you can also buy packs so you can get in early access. So I am going to have, I will be giving away Path of Exile 2 packs as soon as they're announced tomorrow. So it won't be at the exact same time. I won't be streaming exact same time. So over the weekend and during the week, we'll be probably playing some Path of Exile, but we will be giving away, I'll have 10 packs to give away. So make sure PO2 drops already. The game isn't even out. So yes, so it's, yeah, so drops tomorrow. You just have to be linked, Coco Jambo, to Twitch. So that's tomorrow morning. But I will be giving away packs so you can get into early access on the 6th of December. Was there anything else? I think that was it. So yeah, so Ashes of Creation this weekend. We'll probably play some WoW as well. Looks like I'm thinking you're going to convince me to get into hardcore WoW this week now that the classic servers are reset. And then Path of Exile 2, we'll make sure we'll be giving those keys away. So when you see me live, there should be a way to enter, that's for sure. Other than that, guys, thank you very much for jumping in tonight. Is there anyone to raid that's currently playing Ashes of Creation? That's not just a timer. I can't put you straight into a timer that's where is Ashes of Creation? I'm guessing I'm the only one. We've got a timer there and a rerun. No, there's nothing in there. So I did this the other day. I stuffed around for ages looking for someone to raid. Because I stuffed around. Is there anyone you want me to raid? You too. Hey, Judla. You did. You have a good night. Duffin and playing. I'll be playing PoE 2 when that comes out. But I'll be playing PoE and WoW during the week. Other than Ashes and Creation on the weekends. So definitely doing that. Let's see who I'm following. We'll go to who we got on the list. Who we got? Let's go look at we'll go give old Dana a quick one because Dana's actually reached out. Let me know about at Dana's part of the Ashes. Hey, thank you very much. So who was that? I can't see. Birkin, thanks, buddy. Dana's actually helped me out and got me on the Ashes Codex website. So that's when you go there, you'll see the album's currently streaming. So I'll give him a quick rate. He's currently looking at playing Throne Liberty. So I'll go say hello to them and we'll get... what am I saying? It's getting late. Go say hello to them and we'll be back. We'll be back tomorrow with more content before we jump in to Ashes and Creation Saturday morning. So other than that, guys, thank you very much. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.